How's it going, everybody? My name is AbSOULeM and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to cover exactly how to get the HUMINT challenge in the Explorer section for the campaign challenges for Black Ops Cold War. Now, this challenge requires you to speak to the team on each Safehouse visit. Now, before I get started, I wanted to say that this challenge has given several people a very hard time. There seems to be a lot of uncertainty in regards on how or what causes this to actually unlock. So, if you follow along with everything I do in this video, you shouldn't have any issues at all. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't any other way to unlock this challenge, but I know that this method will work every time and it's very simple. So let's get started on how to unlock the HUMINT challenge calling card. Alright, first things first, you can do this challenge without having to play the entire campaign, so mission select is very much allowed to get this challenge unlocked. Next, I want to cover the basics. There are 4 safe houses in total, and they do require a very specific order of interaction, so just follow along and do exactly what I show you and there shouldn't be any issues at all. So the first safe house is the mission called CIA Safehouse E9. You want to load into this one, and then once Adler is done talking to everyone, you need to go and talk to the people in a very specific order. So first, you're going to go talk to Sims. Now you need to be sure to exhaust his dialogue. I believe he has 3 different lines in total, and you just need to talk to him over and over until he eventually repeats the first line. Once that's done, then go talk to Lazar. Now be sure to go through every single dialogue option as well, and go through the entire dialogue tree. Once you're done with talking to Lazar, then you need to go talk to Adler. After going through every line of dialogue with Adler, you'll need to go then talk to Park, and do the same thing and exhaust her dialogue tree. In case you don't know what I mean by exhausting a dialogue tree, what I'm saying is that you need to select every single line of dialogue that's available. The best way to do that for this game is to select the very top line of dialogue every single time, and this is going to stay true for the rest of this video with every single character. Now that all 4 characters have been spoken to, you now want to go to the evidence board and then select a mission. Let the mission load up completely and then you can quit back to the level select menu. This is so that the game registers that you did indeed complete the safe house mission. I've heard from several people that they weren't able to unlock the calling card because they weren't doing the mission select. So make sure that you select a mission, load it up, and then once it's loaded, quit back to the main menu. And if you want to take it to another level, you could even select the very next mission, and for this one, it would be Fractured Jaw. Alright, moving on to the next safe house. You need to select the East Berlin Briefing mission. Once it's loaded up, you will then once again need to talk to people in a specific order. First person you want to talk to is Lazar, and similar to Sims and the last one, you need to just go through every dialogue option he has just to be safe. I believe he also has only 3 lines. The next person you need to talk to will be Park, and she will actually have a full dialogue tree, and like always, you'll need to exhaust it. If you're not sure if you've completely talked to a character, then you can actually start talking to them again, and if they give you a line telling you to go away or to go check the evidence board, then you'll know that you're actually done with that character. The next person you go talk to is Sims over at the desk. Now, he has a very tricky dialogue, because about halfway through he takes a phone call and then it ends your conversation with him. But you need to wait until after he hangs up the phone and then talk to him again and finish the second half of the conversation, otherwise you won't actually finish his dialogue. The last person you can talk to in this safe house will be Adler, and you'll have to wait for him to finish the phone call in the office before you can interact with him and talk to him at the desk. Once all 4 people have been spoken to, then you can go to the evidence board and select a mission. I recommend selecting the Echoes of a Cold War in order to keep it chronological. Let the mission load up completely, and then once you're in the mission, then quit out back to the main menu. Alright, moving on to the third safe house. To load this one up, you need to select the Labyanka Briefing mission. This one is going to start with loads of conversations that you'll just have to wait out in order to start your own conversations. The main one is between Park and Lazar. They start talking about Madame Zeroni or something, and that Park might or might not be the Joker because she starts telling people how she got her scars. So while you wait them out, I recommend going and playing a game. The combo is 11-22-63 to get backstage, and you can just kick back while the crew hashes out all the details. Once Park and Lazar finally finish talking, then you can follow Park back to the dark room and then start talking to her first. Be sure to exhaust her entire dialogue tree where she once again brings up her scars, causing me to believe that she is in fact Heath Ledger. After talking to Park, then make your way across the room and talk to Lazar. Be sure to actually click on Lazar and not Sims because they are standing right beside each other. Once you're done with Lazar's dialogue tree, then you can actually go and interact with Sims. He has 4 lines that you'll need to cycle through in order to move on to the next person. The next person is this chatty Kathy Hudson over here, a distant relative of Vacation Hudson, so be sure to give him a warm welcome because he is in fact new to the safe house. He has a few dialogue options, but if you just select the very top line every time it gives you a choice, that'll be good enough to get this challenge completed. Once you're done talking to Hudson, then you're on the final character, so make your way back to the center of the room and then go talk to Adler because, well, we've got a job to do. And that's the last impersonation of Adler that I'll ever do. But I'm sure you've guessed it by now, you need to exhaust his entire dialogue tree, and then you need to make your way over to Mission Select and select the next mission. If you're trying to be chronological, then I recommend selecting Desperate Measures. Be sure to fully load this mission up just like always, and then quit out back to the main menu. Once back in the main menu, we can move on to the fourth and final safe house, which is the Cuba Briefing mission. Now this one's the shortest of all the safe houses, and it's a little bit odd in the fact that everybody's in a conversation other than Mason and Woods, and then there's Hudson. Now make your way over to Mason and Woods first, and then start up their dialogue. Now they actually share a dialogue tree, so it's only one activation. This is definitely one of the best conversations you'll get in the Safe House series of conversations, so it shouldn't be too hard to make your way through the entire dialogue tree. After that, then you're on your way to talking to the very last character you need in order to pop this challenge. So after Mason and Woods, then go over here and talk to Wet Blanket Hudson, the brother of Chatty Cathy Hudson, and then after talking to him in full, you should be the proud owner of the HUMINT calling card challenge. I want to remind everyone that if you didn't get the calling card, be sure that you went through every single line of dialogue and even talking to them a second time just to be sure that you are in fact done with that character. And then also you were loading up a mission after you're done with talking to all the characters, loading it up fully and then quitting back to the main menu. And finally that you did all 4 safe houses in the correct order. Following all those rules and steps should get you the calling card pretty easily. However, if you're still having trouble, please message me and I will do my best to help you get that calling card. But that is everything for the HUMINT Challenge calling card. If you guys have any other calling cards or trophies or anything like that that you want to see a guide on, please let me know in the comments and I will stay on top of all of those. Thank you so much for watching. My name is AbSOULeM and I hope to see you in my next video.